Hopefully it'll tell us when we go live. Hopefully it'll tell us when we go live. Oh, it's echoing now. Right. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. It's Melanie Moore here. So welcome to a new episode of Tapping with Mel. Oh gosh, it's echoing now. Right. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. It's Melanie Moore here. So welcome to a new episode. Right. Sorry, I've just seen that it's echoing. So, sorry, slight technical hitch here. Bear with us, viewers. Right, I think we are live. I think we're live. Sorry, can you hear me, Pragna?
I can, yeah.
Hitch here. Bear with us, viewers. Right, I think we are live. I think we're live. Sorry, can you hear me, Pragna?
I can.
Bear with us, viewers. Right, sorry about this, everyone. Okay, I think we might have a slight echo going on, but I just need to check this up. So, okay, I think we might have a slight echo going on. Sorry about this. There is a little, I think it's because I've got it playing in the background. I just need to get rid of. Oh dear, what's happening here? There is a little, I think it's because I've got it playing in the background. I just need to get rid of. Oh dear, what's happening? Sorry, Pragna, bear with me. And if you're watching live, bear with us for 1 sec. So Pragna, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yes, yeah.
Great. No, I'm just concerned there's still this echo going on right now. I think it's because I've got another tab open and I can't. So Pragna, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
I can't get rid of it. No, I'm just concerned there's still this echo going on right now. I think it's because I've got another tab open and I can't. So Pragna, can you hear me okay? I can't get rid of it. No, I'm just concerned there's still. Right, I've sorted it out now. Okay. Let's start again. So good evening. Welcome to a brand new episode of Tapping with Mel. We had a slight technical hitch there. I had YouTube on live as well, so there's a few seconds delay, so hence the echo that was going on. But so Tapping with Mel is a show that started a couple of years ago, and it's where I like to bring on usually members of my community, but people who inspire me. And on this episode, it's kind of a bit like some hot seat tapping, a bit of coaching, but then we're going to be doing some tapping as well. So I want to introduce you to a special guest of mine, a lady by the name of Pragna, who has been in my members community for about 16 months now. And I've seen Pragna really change and blossom literally over the past year, become more visible. I've seen her social media just becoming more confident, and it's been really, really lovely to watch. And Pragna actually sent me a voicemail, I think it was at the very end of last year, to tell me that she just manifested her dream home. And it was like, oh my gosh, dream home. I think it's pretty much up there at the it's usually one of the biggest things on people's vision boards, the dream home. So what we're going to be doing in this episode today is I'm going to be asking Pragna, what did she do to do that, particularly what tapping scripts. But we're also, I wanted to do something just to kind of give back to Pragna as well, to help her up level her life even more. And I asked her, how can I support you here? And she said, I'd like to become even more visible and grow my business even more and attract more clients. So we're going to be tapping for more clients and business growth as well. So if that resonates with you, then, tap along with us. So firstly, Pragna, can you, firstly, welcome. Thank you so much for being on the show. Firstly, can you just introduce yourself and tell us a bit about what it is that you do?
So hi everyone, I'm Pragna. I'm based in Midlands in UK. I work in a corporate world in finance, and my holistic business is Reiki by Pragna. I'm a Reiki master, I would say Reiki master. I've been doing Reiki, distance Reiki, for about 2 years now. I offer this service from the comfort of your own home where you can experience this beautiful energy. And yeah, it's just been mind blowing. And I've known Melanie for about 16 to, well, I would say roughly 2 years, but I've known her more from 16 months. And it's just been mind blowing to work along with Melanie.
Oh, so tell us a little bit about um, your holistic work as well. So that's what I've kind of, because I knew you had a job as well, and yeah, I reminds me of like, gosh, 15 or so years ago now when I was working in the corporate world. I was doing IT recruitment and and headhunting. And I had this vision. I wanted to grow this holistic practice on the side. And funnily enough, Reiki was one of the first. I think Reiki, a lot of people, it's what opens people up spiritually, isn't it? So tell us a little bit
That's
what
right.
Reiki actually is for people who've never heard of, maybe have heard of it, but don't really know what it is. Tell us a bit about what Reiki is.
Yeah, sure. So I didn't really know anything about Reiki about 5 or 6 years ago. The experience began just randomly. I was going through some health issues back in 2016, where I tried every medication, I went doctors, I did everything, and I was like, nothing's helping me. And I read a lot about energy work, but I didn't actually know what Reiki was. So I did my own research and I found this amazing lady where I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this because Reiki is something that you have to really believe in as well. So it's 7 chakras in our body that we have, and every chakra represents different things within our body. So I thought I want to try this, and I had roughly about 10 Reiki sessions, and whatever I was going through was cured. And I was like,
Wow.
wow, this is like with no medication, nothing. Of course, I had to do my own healing work as well on the side. And my spirituality journey began from 2016, where I started to see a lot of improvements in me. And then I started to like work on mindset work, do a lot of meditation, journaling, and that's how I am now here today. And I'm loving it when I get like people coming up to me and asking them to help me and assist me, and this beautiful energy is so lovely that, if you believe in it, it can work.
Yeah.
That's what
My
my motto is.
Yeah, well, my first experience with Reiki was actually when I was pregnant with my daughter, and this would have been about 18 years ago. So I was having reflexology and Reiki sessions, and I'd never experienced being in such a deep meditative state as I had when I was having Reiki
Mhm.
sessions. I was literally seeing colors and visions and I just felt, my gosh, this is doing my baby so much good, and I loved it. And after my daughter was born, I trained firstly as a Reiki practitioner. I got up to Reiki 2, and then I trained to become a reflexologist afterwards, and then tapping came a couple of years
Yeah,
after that. So that was my kind of Reiki was my entry into this world, and I think it definitely opened me up spiritually. It was incredible. And so you offer something called distance Reiki, don't you? So tell us a little bit about how that
that's
works.
right. Yes, yes. So distance Reiki is exactly the same way how it works in person, because energy is can travel anywhere. If you think about it, telephone works, mobile phone works, laptops work, we work from all over the world. So energy is energy. So I offer this service in the comfort of your home. I have a lot of clients who've had sessions from India as well, who've connected with me, and it's like, wow, it's amazing to be connected in that way. And I did want to start doing in person, but I felt like distance Reiki was working really well for me because I've had a lot of clients who feel like they can't travel up, or they have their own personal issues going on. And in this way, offering this beautiful service, which is the same way exactly in person, but it's done in the comfort of their own home, where I set the intentions and they receive the healing, and it works amazing.
Fantastic. And I've actually experienced some of your Reiki transmissions just on your Instagram stories.
That's
So
right.
firstly, if you want to check out Pragna, go and search her on Instagram, and her Instagram handle is Reiki by Pragna, but I will pop all this in the description later. But so that's the first thing. You've been growing your business while working still in your corporate job. And I think a lot of people, particularly when they step into the entrepreneurial space, whether that's a healer or a coach or a practitioner of any kind, a therapist, very often you're doing something else already, but then you have this dream of wanting to branch out and do something different. It's your soul's calling. I think your soul calls you to do this energy work. And of course, and then there's that time when you're in between the two worlds, when you've got one foot in the corporate world, one foot in the entrepreneurial, starting your own business world. And it's like, well, how can I take the leap from one to the other? And I do generally encourage people just to do both to begin with, and then maybe, you can reduce your hours. I think I went down to 3 days a week. And eventually, when I felt kind of ready, I set my intention. I kind of told the universe, I'm ready for this now. What do I need to do this full time? So obviously there was fear involved as well. And bearing in mind, this was like 15 years ago. The social media and doing online stuff wasn't as easy as it is today. Obviously in the last few years, it's become a lot easier to run an online business. But I feel that, and this is what we've been talking about before, and this is what we're going to do tapping on tonight, is that you feel that you're ready for your next level of growth. And yeah, but also I know I experienced these fears, but can you share some of the, I don't know, mindset shifts that firstly you've had to overcome yourself to get you where you are now, but then perhaps, let's discuss what's going on now to see what we can do to help you to get even more visible.
Yeah, sure. So first, I was so nervous to go on camera. Forget a camera, even posting a photo of myself on social media, on Instagram. I was like, shall I do it? Shall I not do it? It was a what if, like the judgment fear I had, and also kind of the visibility fear as well. And I thought, you know what, this is not me. And I did a lot of mindset work on myself. I would try to I did a lot of your tapping videos as well. That helped me to kind of get more visible, more confident. And I tried it. Okay, the first couple of videos were a bit like, oh my God, what am I doing? And then it
That's
just
always the
really,
way. That's always the way.
yeah, it's always the way. But then I'm just like now going with the flow. I hardly have to do any retakes now. I can just post my videos. I can do my talking stories, and it's just magical. Like the 2 years, I've done a lot of work on myself, the mindset work with, to kind of like meditation, journaling, letting go, the fear and everything.
Mm.
And now where I am, and I think about it 2 years ago, it was like, wow, am I that person who was scared to even post a picture? And now I'm just like out there, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah, I've
that's
definitely grown.
amazing. It's so wonderful to have seen you. And this is my thing that I really I see so many women and it's just a confidence thing, just not having the confidence to go live, and then it blocks and it keeps them stuck so much. And some, very sadly, don't ever take the leap to do that thing that they always wanted to do, that thing that their heart and soul are calling them to do, because of fear of judgment, because of fear of what other people are going to think. It's huge for a lot of people, and sometimes it's so big and it's just a story that's in their head. And I've seen it with you, I've seen it with other members in the community, that once you just start to let go of the story, once you start to tell yourself something different and tap and release, do the letting go work, a whole new world opens up of possibility. And yeah, this is just the beginning for you. So I'm so excited to see, what happens next. So before we do some tapping on taking you to the next level of your business, something else really exciting happened, didn't it, last year? And I remember, so you just joined the community, and it must have been January last year. I think you did your vision board, probably, I think the first one you did. And
Yeah.
and you and tell us what was on that vision board. What was your big goal for 2024?
So my big goal was to manifest my dream home, and that was the first picture on my vision board. And I was like, this is going to happen. I just had this belief it was going to happen. And I kept on, it's on my screensaver, I had a picture on my desk, had it on my laptop. I kept on just visualizing it and lots of tapping. And the tapping that helped me when I was we started to look for a house around, say, May time in the summer holidays. And when I started to view the houses, I was tapping on manifest my dream home. So that was my first beginning video, the tapping I did. And I was constantly tapping morning, lunchtime in my break,
Really?
bedtime, tea
Wow.
times. I was tapping on manifest my dream home. And then I did magnificent outcome, which is my absolute favorite. I still tap on it because you always you want every day you want an outcome, right? So I just think, you know what, I'm just going to carry on doing this tapping. And every morning when I do my mindfulness exercise, tapping, that video is on my priority. I have to make sure I do that tapping every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, magnificent outcome and manifesting my dream home was one of my top ones, and I'm still doing one of them.
Fantastic. I loved, funnily enough, Magnificent Outcomes is actually, I use that one quite a lot as well. And I recently had an issue with, I've had this car issue for a while, and I've not really shared this publicly. I've shared this with our community, but I had this car, my dream car that I'd manifested, and basically the last 2 years or so, it was giving me troubles. And I was in this situation where I was kind of stuck with this car. I still was paying for this car, but it wasn't working. Anyway, long story short was I was just getting ready to hand the car back to Land Rover. And there was a little bit of piece of plastic missing from this car. And I was like, oh my goodness me. Anyway, they told me I needed to pay, I think, £800 for this small bit of plastic. And I thought, this is ridiculous. And I thought, I'm not doing this. So there was other issues with the car. So I was tapping for a magnificent outcome to kind of end my contract with this car, because I'd also bought a new car at this point. So I was like, I was paying for two cars, but I needed to get rid of my old car. But anyway, this piece of plastic on top of everything else it was costing me. So I tapped for magnificent outcome. And then the interesting thing is when you tap, you have to notice what happens next, because sometimes you get an idea or inspiration or you feel called to do something. I got this little voice in my head that said, eBay, go on eBay. So anyway, with a little bit of help from ChatGPT, I Googled what this missing part was on my car, and I bought this missing piece of plastic for, I think it was £9 or £10 on eBay. I then went to Halfords, the car place, bought some spray paint, painted it. I clipped it on my car and I fixed it for, I think, 20 quid. And they wanted to charge me £800 for this bit of plastic. So yeah, magnificent outcomes come in all shapes and sizes. You know, we always have little problems in our lives. I think I just want this solved. And it's amazing how we can even tap for. So yours is a bit more exciting, your dream home, you know, as opposed to my bit of plastic.
I think what was the beginning part, manifesting my dream home, was you know, like that was my 3 times a day. And then as I got nearer to when I found the house I really liked and we put the offer in, I started to tap more on the magnificent outcome, because I was like, I want the outcome that they accept my offer.
Yes.
So the offer got accepted. So I was like, okay, this has happened. So then I still carried on, because obviously what comes with it is the paperwork and you know how the whole thing happens and everything.
Yes.
And I think towards the end, I was getting so stressed out about it that I was actually tapping 4 times a day on the video. And I was like, and I think the family was like, you know, they were actually like with me. I think there was a time when my daughter actually joined as well. And she's
Oh,
like,
I love
"Mum, I
that.
absolutely love this tapping." So it was really, really amazing. And when it all happened, and I think it was mid-December when I sent you the voice note, and I had the most amazing relief ever. And
Yeah.
that's it. It's on my favorites, and on my number one favorite, that's happened. And I still love going back to it. Yes, there was a time where my vibration would go low. And then the other one I was doing along it with it was raising my vibration, feeling
Yes.
powerful. That one is amazing as well. And limitless, those 3, like they were one after the other that I would do with along with it as well.
Those last two you mentioned, I think they're in the members portal, aren't they?
Yeah.
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 So I have big library of tapping videos in the members community. Sorry, on my YouTube channel, but then I have another secret library in my members community as well, which yeah, are members exclusives. But anyway, now we're going to do some live tapping here because this show is called Tapping with Mel. We can do some tapping with Pragna on basically growing her business, getting rid of another layer of visibility fears. And also we tapped, we were talking about tapping for more clients, weren't we? So yeah. So if you're out there, so this is for anyone who would like more clients in their business. So tap along with us, and yeah. But first of all, I would, Pragna and I spoke a little bit before about what that number would look like. So Pragna's already set her intention about how many clients she'd like to call. And so for those of you who are watching, I'd like you to think quite specifically about what would be your ideal number of clients. Could you take on 4 or 5 new clients a week? Or perhaps do you have an online community, or do you sell courses and programs and you want to sell maybe another 20, 30, 40 a month, or whatever? Or even if you run a bricks and mortar business and you want to increase your customer base by 20%, see if you can put a figure on it and just set that intention as we do this round of tapping. So your figure and numbers are going to be different from what Pragna's are. So just kind of hold the intention for that number, that percentage growth, that the more clients, and let's tap. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Here we go. Even though I still have some blocks when it comes to growing my business. They may be conscious fears, or they may be subconscious blocks. But I'm aware that there are some blocks to my business growth. And I'm recognizing this. And I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have some fears around growing my business. I have some fears about becoming more visible. I'm recognizing these fears. And I'm allowing them to come up to the surface for healing. Oh, did you hear that? I'm allowing them to come up to the surface for healing. And I choose to deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though I'm aware of these blocks, I'm ready to let them go now. I'm ready to take my business to the next level. I'm ready to become more visible. And I'm ready to put myself out there even more. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and forgive myself for having blocked my business in this way. Okay, now to go through the points. I'm letting go of the fear. This fear of visibility. Maybe there's even a fear of success. Maybe there's fear of judgment. What will others think? I'm recognizing these fears. And I'm allowing them to come up to the surface for healing. And I'm letting them go now.
and I'm letting them go now.
Recognizing these fears that have kept me stuck.
Recognizing these fears that have kept me stuck.
Maybe I'm worried that I can't handle the growth.
Maybe I'm worried that I can't handle the growth.
Maybe I'm worried that it will affect my family life.
Maybe I'm worried that will affect my family life.
Maybe I'm worried it will affect my relationships.
Maybe I'm worried it will affect my relationships.
I'm allowing all these subconscious fears to come up to the surface.
I'm allowing all these subconscious fears to come up to the surface.
And I'm ready to let them go now.
And I am ready to let them go now.
I choose to know
I choose to know
that it's safe for me to grow my business.
that it's safe for me to grow my business.
It's safe for me to attract more customers.
It's safe for me to attract more customers.
It's safe for me to become more visible.
It's safe for me to become more visible.
I'm allowing myself to become more visible.
I'm allowing myself to become more visible.
I'm allowing myself to be seen even more.
I'm allowing myself to be seen more.
And I'm ready to share my gifts with the world.
And I'm ready to share my gifts with the world.
Ready to share my Reiki with the world.
Ready to share my Reiki with the world.
Because this is a soul calling.
Because this is a soul calling.
And I choose to align myself
And I choose to align myself
with my ideal customers.
with my ideal customers.
The people who will love what I have to offer.
People who would love to have to offer.
And I'm allowing myself to be found.
And I'm allowing myself to be found.
I'm allowing my light to shine brighter
I'm allowing my light to be shine brighter
so that my customers can find me.
so that my customers can find me.
And I'm ready for this new level of growth.
And I'm ready for this new level of growth.
I'm ready for this new level of expansion.
And I'm ready for this new level of expansion.
And I'm calling in my new clients.
And I'm calling in my new clients.
And I choose to be a perfect match to my perfect clients.
And I choose to be a perfect match for my perfect clients.
I'm in full alignment with my perfect clients.
I'm in full alignment with my perfect clients.
I am a client magnet.
I am a client magnet.
I'm calling in my perfect clients.
I'm calling in my perfect clients.
I'm ready to be of service to them.
I'm ready to be service for them.
Ready to share my gifts and healing with the world.
Ready to share my gifts with healing and with the world.
I'm ready for my next level of growth.
I'm ready for my next level of growth.
I'm ready to grow my business.
I'm ready to grow my business.
I feel excited about growing my business.
I feel excited about growing my business.
And I'm ready to do this.
And I'm ready to do this.
I'm ready for my next level of expansion.
I'm ready for my next level of expansion.
I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for this.
Ready for my next level.
Ready for my next level.
Ready to be of even more service to the world.
Ready to be more even well to the world.
I'm excited for my next level.
I'm excited for my next level.
In body, mind, and spirit.
In body, mind, and spirit.
Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, so I'd like to know how you're feeling now, Pragna.
That was amazing, definitely. Feel really full of energy. I can just go out there now.
I'm so excited to hear that. And those of you who are watching either live or if you're watching the recording of this, I would love to know in the comments, what are your plans for your business growth? How are you going to be taking your business to the next level after this round of tapping. And of course, Pragna, you can come and watch this replay because obviously this was for you. And for anybody else, yeah, if you want to call in more clients, grow your business, let go of visibility fears, just come back and tap along with this round of tapping. So thank you so much for being on this show with me. So what do you see as being, because obviously you're still doing the corporate and you're doing the Reiki on the side. What would you say your kind of big vision is for your energy work?
One day to leave my corporate world job and become a full-time holistic healer. And obviously, I want to learn more healing modalities as well. So I want to implement new things, bring in new things where I can help the world. So yeah, that's my dream. And I'm aiming that for end of 2025, 26. So I'm
Okay.
manifesting it.
Well, you've already manifested your dream home. I've got no doubt that you'll do this as well. So there's another tapping video I'd recommend for you, which is in the members portal, and that's tapping for quantum leaps of success. Have you done
Yeah,
that one?
I
Yeah.
have, yes.
Yeah, that is a members
Definitely.
exclusive, but that round of tapping will help you to kind of, my intention for that is just to help fast track manifestations. And also actually the other tapping in the members portal would be tapping into the path of least resistance as well. I think
Yeah,
that one
done
could
that
help.
as well.
Oh, you done that? Well, you done them all. Brilliant. Okay. So you can find Reiki on Instagram at Reiki by Pragna. So check out some of the transmissions she's done already and also connect with her directly if you want to work with her. So thank you so much for being my guest on the show, Pragna. I can't wait to see what happens next. Can't wait to see what you tick off your vision board next. And
Well,
and I'll see you in the community very soon.
yeah. But no, thank you so much for having me here. And I would like to say a massive thank you for all your help, your support, and all the community members. They've been so supportive, and it's an amazing place to be with. I'll highly recommend it to everyone.
Thank you so much. The doors are open at the moment, and we've actually got some exciting stuff coming up for quarter 2. So, starting on the 1st of April, we are doing a 90-day manifestation sprint. So, Pragna, I would encourage you to just think about the goal that you've got for your
Mhm.
new number of clients, and I would make that your 90-day goal. So how this works is that we've got this kickoff call in the members community on the 31st of March. So if you want to join the members community, I'll be posting all the details on how you can join because I'd love to support you in your own 90-day manifestation. This could be growing your business. It could be a health goal. It could be a fitness goal. It could be a relationship goal. It could be, manifesting your dream home goal. So something, because I think 90 days is a great amount of time where it's long enough to for changes to happen and for you to actually, see changes. But it's also a short enough time that you're not waiting forever to manifest things. But I truly believe that with focus and I'm also be giving tapping prescriptions as well within the community. If this sounds like something you'd like to be a part of, then I'll be sharing the details on how you can join the members community in time for our 90-day manifestation sprint. We do this twice a year in April, and then we do it again around September time. So that takes us to the end of the year, because at the beginning of the year we do the vision board workshop, and in the middle of the year we do the vision board workshop as well. This is just how we break up the year between the vision board sessions with these 90-day manifestation sprints. So super excited about that, and can't wait to hear all about your next level, Pragna, and I'm excited to see you
Thank you.
grow even more.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, everyone, and see you again soon.